Let's begin the broadcast with breaking inputs coming in. ED team attacked in Thiruvananthapuram. These are visuals coming in of how a protest broke out and the vehicle with the ED officials came under attack. You can see bricks being thrown at the car. Now this is, remember, after raids conducted at the residence at the premises linked to former Chief Minister of Kerala, Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan. We have both Bhavtosh and Arpita joining us on the broadcast. Let's first go across to Arpita. Violence after ED raids. There are visuals now coming in of how the vehicle came under attack. Bricks were thrown at the vehicle. Arpita.
After almost 8 hours of ED raids in Thiruvananthapuram and multiple locations, the ED officials from Trivandrum and Kannur, they've left the location, but in Trivandrum, clashes have broken out. CPM workers who are protesting attacked the ED officials who were leaving the residence of former Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan in Thiruvananthapuram. CRPF teams were also there, but even then the attack took place. Now the ED officials have left the location, but CPM workers are even now clashing with the police officials there who are...
Okay, there seems to be a network issue. Arpita, we'll connect with you again. Let me go across to Bhavtosh. We're looking at these visuals, Bhavtosh, of how the ED team came under attack. And as far as the raids are concerned, it's a long-running inquiry.
Yes, Swati, in fact, this probe is going on for quite a long time. The government had initially handed over the investigation to serious fraud unit of the Ministry of Finance, and they in fact registered the case in January and then last January, and then subsequently in March last year, in April last year, the SFIO filed a charge sheet. Now the charge sheet claims that Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter Veena had signed a contract between her company Exalogic had signed a contract between the Kochi firm, and this Kochi firm had in fact there was a 13.4% shares of Kerala State Industrial Development Corporation. Though the contract was signed, no services was provided by KSIDC, Kochi company and Exalogic for 3-year period. The period starts from 2018-19 till 2022-2023. Because the matter went into till Kerala High Court. There was ED filed a case in March 2024, but there was no forward movement by the Enforcement Directorate, primarily because of several litigations that were filed by the Pinarayi Vijayan and his family, and also because his daughter Veena went to the Kerala High Court. Because various stays were there and Kerala High Court yesterday removed those stays, Enforcement Directorate carried out these raids and searches. At least at 10 places these searches started, and from early in the morning various left parties, particularly CPM, had asked its cadre to carry out protest, and as soon as ED teams left the premises or were trying to leave the premises, that these protests happened. The protests have now turned violent. One has to wait and see whether any kind of FIR will be filed by the Enforcement Directorate.
But not the first time that the ED has come under attack. ED teams have come under attack, and this time we are talking about Kerala. We've seen this in other states as well. I'll come back to you on that question. Let me quickly go across to Arpita for a ground report. Fresh updates on what's happening on ground. Arpita.
Swati, ED officials have left Kannur residence and Thiruvananthapuram residence, and these visuals that you're seeing right now, clashes broke out in Thiruvananthapuram while the ED officials were trying to leave the residence after about 8 hours of ED raids at Thiruvananthapuram and Kannur. Even in Kannur, CPM workers were protesting. They tried to stop ED officials' vehicles, but there were no clashes as such reported. They did leave the premises after that, but in Thiruvananthapuram, the situation is really bad. Clashes have now broken out. They attacked the ED officials' vehicles. There were 3 cars of ED officials, out of which all 3 cars were attacked. Out of the 3, 1 car was brutally attacked. You can see how they are throwing bricks on that ED official's vehicle. And even now, CPM workers are clashing with police officials there. CRPF team is also there to, they're trying to bring the situation under control. But the situation in Tirunelveli is really bad. Clashes are happening there. In fact, Pinarayi Vijayan later, after ED officials left the residence, he came out. He spoke to the media saying that this is just a start. We are ready to face whatever ED is going to do. We will see what is going to happen. And he also hit out at the Congress saying that Congress and central government together, it's a political conspiracy against Pinarayi Vijayan is what he has said after coming out, after the ED officials left his residence in Thiruvananthapuram, Swati.
Right. Arpita, do stay on with us. Now, these raids come after the court, Bhavtosh, dismissed a writ petition of Kochi Minerals and Rutile Limited. The court found it unnecessary to interfere with the probe and calling the petitions premature. Then these raids have been conducted. ED has carried out raids at 10 premises in Kerala that also include premises that belong to Mr. Vijayan and his daughter.
Yes, Swati, in fact, there were, as we were telling our viewers, that there were several litigations that were filed by Kerala CM, then Kerala CM Pinarayi Vijayan, and also by Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter Veena. And they tried seeking some kind of relief because the first set of searches were carried out by the Income Tax Department. The first charge sheet that was filed by the SFIO. And on the basis of the complaint that was filed by the SFIO, the Enforcement Directorate filed the money laundering case way back in March 2024. The family did not get any kind of relief from the courts, and ED then, because of the various stays that were put in this case, there was no investigation that was being carried out by the Enforcement Directorate for nearly 2 years. Once those stays were removed, that ED carried out these raids and searches. Very dramatic set of visuals that are coming out from Kerala, that ED team has first been stopped from carrying out from leaving these premises and then virtually being attacked. As you rightly said, not for the first time these kind of incidents have happened, but ED has also been accused over a period of time that they are completely controlled by by the centre, by BJP. But these searches are happening in Kerala at the residence of state opposition leader.
You know, when those political statements were made, there were allegations leveled by the left when they said all of this happening at behest of the BJP, the agency being used against Pinarayi Vijayan and his daughter. These are visuals that came in. This is how the ED team came under attack. And do note that there's presence of police officials, but clearly they have been outnumbered. Look at the crowd that has gathered. Remember how the CPM workers, the left workers said that they will protest, they will resist this politically and legally as well. This is how the protest turned out on the streets. The ED team came under attack. Take a look at how the vehicle came under attack. Bricks were used to smash the window panes, rear view mirror being broken there, and you can see the presence of police officials, but they clearly were outnumbered. Arpita and Bhavtosh continue to be with us on the broadcast. We have K. Rajashekaran joining us as well of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We're looking at these visuals of how the protest turned violent and the Enforcement Directorate team came under attack. There are allegations being leveled by the left that this is all happening at behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
So it is very clear that the police forces were there. The Kerala state government has miserably failed to maintain the law and order situation there. Whenever an investigation by the ED is there, the police, the Kerala state administration should give all protections and other facilities. But here we see that the police of the Kerala state government is spectacular. They are not doing anything or any assistance to the ED officials there. So, under the connivance and the help of this police force itself, the CPM Gundas, they are all made so many violence activities there. They have smashed the car of these people who came there, the ED people's vehicles. They have attacked. All these things were happening in front of the police forces there. Why this police did not give much help or assistance or protection to the ED officials there? So the Congress and CPM are hand in glove with each other, and they are making so many hindrances.
You know, that's interesting, Mr. Rajashekaran. You're saying that UDF is in collusion with the left. and they are shielding and protecting Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan. What's interesting is that the CPIM has said this is all happening at behest of the BJP. They're also asking, is the UDF government in Kerala complicit in this raid?
Yeah. UDF government, they did not take any action to give much protection to the ED officials there. So it's a very clear evidences are there. The court itself has given direction to conduct the inquiry and all these things. So the ED people naturally came there and they are conducting the inquiry. So the CPM people, they are preventing the natural course of action of the ED people there. So why the police did not give any such type of protection there. So the police, the Kerala government, the CPM, all are in hand in glove with each other. And they are all preventing the natural investigation procedure. The things
All
are
right.
going on.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Rajashekharan. We also have Mr. Anil Antony of the BJP joining us on the broadcast. We were just talking, Mr. Rajashekharan. So the BJP believes that UDF government, the state administration and police did not provide adequate security to the ED officials, leading to them coming under attack. The left believes and is asking, is the UDF complicit in this raid? And all of this happening at behest of the BJP?
Thank you for. So right now what is happening in Kerala is nothing unexpected. These are all legal procedures that are going on for a while. This particular case was filed, we believe, in 2023. Investigations have been ongoing, and today the Enforcement State Directorate is proceeding with the course of action. The Bharatiya Janata Party and our Union Minister, especially the Prime Minister, ever since he started leading the country, has said very clearly that he has zero tolerance for corruption. And Kerala is one of those states where alternatively the UDF and LDF have been coming back almost since the state's formation. But this was an issue, and especially the last 10 years is supposed to be one of the most corrupt regimes in Kerala's history. Now the people in Kerala did vote for a change where even though the Congress won, the Bharatiya Janata Party also have made a lot of good inroads there. And now, whatever you're seeing right now is just dramatics which is played between the CPM and the Congress to once again to ensure that CPM has some relevance in the opposition speech.
Okay.
We all know that both the CPM and Congress, they are part of the same alliance in the national level, the India alliance. Right now, the circumstance and what is the current situation of the alliance is something which the rest of the country are also wondering about, because the Congress is a very unreliable, they have proven to be a very unreliable ally across India. And you have seen that in Tamil Nadu also, where they left the DMK immediately after to form a new government with somebody else. But at the same time, when you look at just the CPM and the Congress, they are part of the same alliance.
Okay, CPM and Congress were part of the same alliance, Mr. Antony, and before him, Mr. Rajashekharan, both saying that the UDF is shielding Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan. Thank you very much, Mr. Antony, for speaking with us. Let me go across to Bhavtosh. Bhavtosh, will this be treated as causing hindrance and stopping the Enforcement Directorate from doing its duty? Will there be action?
Yes, that's what we have gathered from after speaking to officials in the Enforcement Directorate. They will be very soon going to the local police, and they want to file a case against those who were protesting outside the residence. And they have said that the entire incident has also been videographed by them, and they would ask the local police to get an FIR registered against those who prevented ED officials from leaving the premises, also to file a case from assaulting public servants and also preventing public servants from performing duty. Now, they have said that they had come with the local police, also with paramilitary forces, but they were completely outnumbered with a large number of the protesters who had gathered there. In fact, as soon as the raid started early in the morning, there were a lot of mobilization at various places, and also in Delhi, the protests were happening here, and the sheer number completely outnumbered the ED officials.
Okay, all right. Bhavtosh, do stay on with us. We also have Mr. Hanan Mullah joining us on the broadcast. Thank you for giving us your time. BJP hitting out at both the UDF and the left, saying that they were part of one alliance. Now the administration of the new government trying to shield Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, and the result of that is this attack on the ED team. How do you respond to that?
ED is an organized criminal group, and it dance at the tune of RSS fascist BJP government. And they are concentrating their attack on the opposition all over the country. More than 2,000 opposition leaders have been booked. Not a single BJP leader. Jabki most of the BJP leaders you'll find corrupt, criminal, rapist, and criminals.
So you're saying that
But not
the
a
ED
single
officials are
BJP
criminals?
leader. What we'll do? We will throw flour on the criminals.
So are you justifying this? Are you saying this is fine to throw bricks and smash the window panes of that vehicle in which the ED officials were traveling?
When there's a movement, if there's a counter attack on the movement, when police attack on the movement, they also react.
But when did the attack happen? The ED vehicle is passing from there, and you can see bricks being hurled at the window.
ED is not the ED, they're the criminal. They are attacking the honest citizen of the country.
But one second.
Politically motivated.
No, one second. Even when Rahul Gandhi was campaigning ahead of the assembly elections, he said that Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan is a corrupt man. He said that it's the BJP which shields Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, and that's why no action is taken against him.
Like that, because the corrupt people only ask others corrupt. These people are all corrupt, and because of the agent of the corrupt, the CED, they are attacking the opposition.
So everyone is corrupt, ED, Rahul Gandhi, BJP.
All corrupt. Who are asking the communists corrupt, they are all corrupt.
But you know that this is a long pending inquiry. This is not a case that was registered yesterday.
Where is the inquiry result? Only in the name of inquiry, the people's life will be finished. But he will continue to campaign.
Mr. Hanan Mullah, do you realize that the High Court cancelled or rather dismissed that petition which was filed, after which the raids were carried out?
No, I told when this court will discuss and they'll find out if there is something wrong, they will find. But today also, always we are not getting justice from the court.
But Mr. Hanan Mullah, if the ED officials are allowed to do their job, only then can they reach a conclusion whether what has happened is right or wrong, whether corruption has happened or not. But if if hurdles are created, if they are stopped from doing their job.
Last 10 years, these criminals are trying to find out. They could not find anything.
All right, Mr. Hanan Mullah, thank you very much for speaking with us. Hanan Mullah there calling the ED officials criminals. He says whoever is pointing a finger at Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan and calling him corrupt are corrupt themselves. Breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. The Enforcement Directorate is moving to file a formal complaint with the local police, seeking registration of an FIR over alleged assault on public servants and obstruction of official duty. Sources say the complaint will invoke sections related to assaulting and preventing government officials from carrying out their work. Let's go across to Bhavtosh for more on this. Bhavtosh, you were just telling us about it now. It's official that the ED is going to seek registration of an FIR.
Yes, Swati, in fact, that will be done and it would obviously be happening, and they have said that local police could be made a witness. They have said everything has been recorded, also aired on various news channels as well as on social media platform. As you have also said that not for the first time that such incidents have happened. Virtually these incidents are happening in many places where ED has carried out raids and searches. Opposition parties have always blamed ED for only specifically targeting them, but dramatic turn of events as ED vehicles have been attacked and even bricks have been thrown on their vehicles. As far as the case is concerned, ED on its part have said that they in fact were fighting this case in various courts and on legal forum, and once those stays were removed, that these searches happened, and they have said that Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter, according to them, is beneficial of proceeds of crime for not providing any kind of services through her firm Exalogic to a company that had been, in fact, that company also had shares of various public sector companies. That is the basic of this case, and ED had said that they have also issued a statement regarding the searches that happened from early in the morning. At least at 10 places these searches happened, waiting for a formal statement also from CPM after these violent protests that happened in Kerala.
Right. Now, Bhavtosh, also take us through the petition that was dismissed by the High Court, after which we saw that the Enforcement Directorate started conducting these searches or raids.
Well, as far as that thing is concerned, what the ED has said, we will just quote from the Enforcement Directorate statement that has been issued. The High Court of Kerala dismissed a writ petition filed by CMRL on 26 May. The High Court held that the initiation of PMLA, that is money laundering case, investigations are valid and does not require a predicate offence to initiate investigation. Further, the court noted that as on now, the date of judgment, predicate offence exists because of SFIO filing a prosecution complaint. The investigation done by ED before showed that the proceeds of crime was generated by the management of CMRL, led by S. Sasitharan Kartha. What has happened so far in this case, Swati, is the fact that the prosecution complaint filed by the SFIO is being treated as a predicate offence or as the initial complaint in this case, whereas Pinarayi Vijayan and others in this case, including management of CMRL, had claimed that a prosecution complaint cannot be treated as a predicate offence. There should have been an FIR. And that is the reason why this case was virtually stuck for nearly 2 years. The Kerala High Court on 26 May had said, no, you should treat the prosecution complaint of SFIO or the charge sheet as the predicate offence. And that's the reason, after the stay was removed, that nearly after 2 years that ED carried out these raids and searches, though in March itself, March of 2024, ED had filed a money laundering case. Because of various stays and litigation that were pending in this case, no forward movement happened.
Absolutely. Let's just do a quick recap for our viewers as far as the allegations are concerned. Now, Veena Vijayan, who is the daughter of Pinarayi Vijayan, is accused of receiving 1.72 crores under the head of software services from CMRL, which is the Kochi Minerals and Rutile Limited. The fund was routed through her firm, which is Exalogic Solutions, without rendering any services. And the development that Bhavtosh was talking about, the High Court dismissed the writ petitions, finding it unnecessary, in fact, to interfere with the probe and calling the petitions premature, after which the Enforcement Directorate carried out raids. It led to a political firestorm in the state of Kerala, with the left hitting out at the Bharatiya Janata Party and the UDF as well, saying that the central agency is being misused, that ED is being used against Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan at behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Amid all those political statements, left said that they will protest. They will protest and fight this legally and politically as well. We have Mr. Chandi Oman of the Congress joining us on the broadcast. Thank you very much for giving us your time. How do you respond to the allegations that are being leveled by left, and also the scenes that are being witnessed there, the protests which turned violent and the ED team came under attack?
It's very unfortunate that the government of India officials have been attacked by a political party's gundas. Whatever is the case, you fight it legally, you fight it politically. Why are you physically assaulting government of India's officials? How are they responsible for their whatever the CPM is alleging? What are they responsible? They are doing their duty. They are doing their official duty. So if you have any problem with whatever is happening with or especially with regard to the allegation, you challenge every action in the court. But it's very unfortunate that they have resorted to violence. But this is nothing new. This is happening in Kerala for the last several decades. Whenever you have a problem with your political ally or political party or any other opponent of yours, you attack them physically. So this is just a replication of that situation.
Okay, so you're saying left resorts to violence often. Thank you very much, Mr. Oman, for speaking with us. We also have JB Mathur joining us on the broadcast. Thank you very much for giving us your time. Mr. M.A. Baby issued a statement earlier and he accused that Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan is being targeted and this is all happening at the behest of the BJP. He's being intimidated. Well, he also added and questioned, is the UDF government in Kerala complicit in this raid? How do you respond to that?
No, allegations against Pinarayi Vijayan when he was Chief Minister, that was raised by Congress at every point of time. It's not that we were silent throughout the 10 years of Pinarayi Vijayan rule. There have been many accusations, many allegations, corruption charges against him, and also connected with his people. So that time there were no inquiry or anything. That also led to a lot of confusions and lot of why the ED was not acting. Now, the violence associated with ED is something which is not surprising, because the kind of attack Congress had to face, Youth Congress, Mahila Congress, everybody had to face this 10 years.
Right.
It's known to everyone. We had to, our Youth Congress workers were slashed, attacked left, right, center.
All right, but Ms. Mathur, but Ms. Mathur, there's another criticism coming your way, and that is by the BJP. BJP says that Congress and left are part of the alliance when it comes to the INDI, and the attack on the Enforcement Directorate has happened because there was not enough security cover given. That's because the UDF is trying to save or shield Mr. Vijayan. How do you respond to that allegation?
No, your Congress or UDF is not shielding. It is not our part of duty to shield anyone. The agencies can do their duty, but the issue here is the central agencies are misused in multiple occasions. We have seen many cases where agencies are misused. So such cases, or in the backdrop of such, that they can say that the agency
absolutely
issue. But
that will be proven in the
concerned. We have raised allegation against Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan.
Okay.
And it is not the case that we were trying to paint him well.
But you know, that will be decided in the court, isn't it? This cannot be justified, the violence that is being witnessed.
Kind of violence, because it is there inherent in the CPM politics.
Okay.
It is how many of our Youth Congress activists got killed, lost their lives, and all their people who are even jailed are most of the time in parole also.
Right, and yet
violence by CPM.
And yet both sides remain to be constituents of the INDI. That's very convenient. Thank you very much, Ms. Mathur. We also have Tom Vodakar on the broadcast. Tom Vodakar, left says this is happening at behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party, that Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan is being targeted.
This is the standard victim card that we find usually played out by the India Alliance. They are united together and they gave a cover fire to each other on many occasions. Now, ED raid and the attack on the ED are clearly indicative of this cover-up operation. It's cover fire. So I think the Pinarayi Vijayan government should, I think, clearly cooperate at this juncture, because I think using the goons and creating problems will not save their skin.
All right.
Law of the land will take charge.
Absolutely. And we're given to understand that the Enforcement Directorate is now seeking registration of an FIR for creating obstruction and hurdles and not allowing the government officials to do their duty. Thank you very much, Mr. Tom Vodakar, for speaking with us. Quick break. With that, we'll get you more on the other side.